past few days, we've taken a look at my early door predictions for the CONCACAF Gold Cup out in the United States. We've done the qualification campaign, we've done the group stages, and today we're going to take a look at the knockouts. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you who's going to come out on top and win the Gold Cup this coming summer. Prediction video today. We're going to take a look at the CONCACAF Gold Cup knockout stages and my early door predictions, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe and get your bang up to date with all things CONCACAF related, Gold Cup related, Blackburn Rovers related, wow, football related. We're going to know here under one Rooski. That's right, boys and girls. It's been a busy few days in this regard. Of course, we look forward to this tournament coming out in July. And of course, all eyes will be on it. Of course, we'll be done and dusted with the Copa America and of course the Euro 2020. So we'll be looking forward to this, and of course hoping to see the likes of Canada, United States, Jamaica, brother, Amari Bell and co. doing very, very well. We'll take a look at that, of course, in just a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons. Thank you for your continued support behind the scenes. Also, check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon as well. And also check out the Discord. It's wide open. So let's get cracking. And of course, we're going to take a little look now at, of course, the 8 teams that I've already done. I've already done the knockouts, all the qualifications, all that stuff to get to this point, of course. So he's my 8 nations coming at you. In fact, before we get into it, let's do a bit of administration here. Of course, I need to slide over so you can get a big full grasp of this. I am, of course, blocking the middle of the thing. So this is where we're at right here and now. We're heading into the quarterfinals with my early door predictions. We will be covering the tournament as a whole, as a major priority of the channel over the month of July, heading into the month of August as well. So yeah, of course, we've already predicted the groups, and the qualification campaign as well left us with 8 nations, which we'll see in just a second, and they'll be broken down just like this. Of course, starting on from the 24th of July. Of course, the winners of these quarterfinals will go into the semis, and of course from the semis to the final, and then of course we'll have the big bad boy duking out at the end of it to be who will come victorious. So these are those 8 nations coming at you right here, right now, whoosh, out in glory. Again, I need to slide over and try and be in the middle here, sit in the middle. So at the top left-hand corner we have Panama. Of course, in my eyes, I'm just trying to recall how I got these guys here. Of course, Panama came in through out of my videos, coming through as top of Group D. They are joined by Trinidad and Tobago, who finished as runners-up as Group A. Moving further forward to the right-hand side, we got Mexico, who also joined Trinidad and Tobago from Group A, but as winners this time around. The guest nation, Qatar, of course, they duked it out to a bit of a scrappy one out in Group D. They're also there into the quarterfinals. Down the bottom echelons now, here we'll go from left to right. Of course, USA, the hosts, of course, coming out top 100% in Group B. They are joined by Jamaica. Jamaica me crazy, get my beer car ready. Of course, Jamaica coming into second spot out in Group C behind Costa Rica, who are joined them alongside them right next to me, of course, as they came out on top as group winners in Group C. And then finally, a little soft spot for me is Canada, baby. Of course, coming through as the runners-up out in Group B behind America. That's right, of course. So these are your 8 nations, and of course, if we do our equations, this is how, it's in fact how the quarterfinals pan out. So we're going to start right here, right now, of course, and take a little look at these matches. Now we're going to break them down, of course, sum up what we expect to happen with these bad boys. Of course, let's take a look at it then. Of course, Panama coming into the Copa America, of course, through their group. The grand scheme of things, they've been runners-up twice in the Gold Cup, back in 2013 and 2005. They'll come into this game. Fancy the chances up against Trinidad and Tobago, who have come through the sneaky back door in my eyes. They come in as winners of Group D. Will take place on the 24th of July over at the State Farm Stadium over in Glendale. I think that's Arizona. And of course, Trinidad and Tobago coming through as runners-up of Group A as well. So difficult one, this one. And again, it's wide open. It could go either way. But for me, there's something about me deep down in my belly that's going to say Trinidad and Tobago on this bad boy. They're going to come through on a 2-1 win over Panama to go through to a semi-finals. And believe it, that's actually quite a ridiculous calling, because of course Trinidad coming through the long way doing the qualification process, but they'll be there, and they'll be there competing with the likes of one of these juggernauts in the second round. Next up, of course, we do have that second quarterfinal, which will take place on the 24th of July, same day in the calendar, a little bit later on. We hopefully get to watch both of those games. We'll see how that pans out, of course. Again, it is the winner of Group A, which I believe is over this side. So we're not doing the Mexico one. I think we're doing down here the USA Jamaica one. So we're going to skip on down to maybe match day number 27 here, which is the winner of Group B, taking on, of course, the runner-up of Group C, I think. Let me just double-check that bad boy with my Predicarunos here. So, winner of Group B, correct, up against the runner-up of Group C. Is correct. So it's USA taking on, of course, Jamaica crazy. That's right. So, of course, United States be one of the favourites for this bad boy. They're coming into this, winning it 2, 4, 6 times over the years, back in 2017, 13, 7, 2005, 2002, and 1991, of course. The last appearance was, of course, back in 2019 up against Jamaica, who actually been runners-up twice back in 2017 and 2015, and now fancy their chances this time around. Of course, I don't have any odds on this right now. It's very, very early. It is my early door picks on this one. And again, Jamaica have been going through a bit of a revolution, bringing in a lot of players from the Championship and, of course, Premier League to compete for Jamaica this time around. If there's any time for them to win it, it is now. But unfortunately, USA, the United States, do have a bit of a team on their hands, and I think they're going to be one of the teams to make it to potentially the final here, as they usually do. I do think they'll come out top with a comfortable 3-1 win to get them through to the semi-finals. Of course, next up we have Mexico up against Qatar, gas nation. So this will be their first encounter. Of course, Mexico will be one of the favourites. Of course, Mexico coming into this, where are you? Mexico, of course, winners a whole bunch of times back in 2019. Current holders, I would say, 2015, 2011, 2009, 2003, 1998, 1996, 93. Going all the way back into the 70s as well, 77, 71, and 65. Of course, this is the 16th in total in the Gold Cup and 24th in total in the CONCACAF Championship, if we want to go back into the years here. Of course, Mexico coming into this, where are they? I think they were winners out in Group A. So they are, this is match number 26, and they're taking the runners-up in Group D, of course, gas nation Qatar. Of course, hopefully we will get to see the best of Qatar. They're on the rise. Of course, they've got a young ex-Barcelona prospect academy working behind the scenes now as manager. But of course, Mexico are one of the, if not the strongest nation in the CONCACAF. It's them, the United States, maybe in Canada, Costa Rica. Those are the four guns, really, probably flexing their muscles here. I do expect Mexico to flex their muscles once again in this game. Also taking place at the State Farm Stadium out in Glendale. And again, taking place on the this is actually on the 24th of July. So this one, the previous one, the United States one, takes place on the 25th over at Arlington at the AT&T Stadium. But anyway, I do expect Mexico to come through this. No problems asked. 2-0 win. Again, I expect, if fans are allowed in the stands, that there will be a predominantly Mexican fan base on this one. So, yeah. But fair play to Qatar. They came here. Of course, they should have been in the Copa America, but they came here instead. And of course, I think there'll be a credible opposition this time around. Good chance for them to flex their muscles heading into the World Cup next season. Of course, kicking off further, we have Costa Rica up against Canada. That's right. Of course, two decent sort of teams that could go very, very far. Of course, Canada were champions back in 2000, also runners-up, or actually champions back in 1985 under the CONCACAF Championship. Up against Costa Rica, looking at these bad boys here, been runners-up, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, back in 2002. Also champions back in 1989, 69, and 63 in the old school CONCACAF competition. This is their 15th tournament in the Gold Cup, 21st overall, including the old school sort of stuff. Of course, coming into this one, Costa Rica were winners of Group C, and this is match day number 27 for them, taking on runners-up of Group B, again at Arlington on the 25th of July. Could go either way, this one. I can't even remember which way I went. I think I went with Canada to nick it. Whoa, 2-1 win in the end to set up a fruity semi-final, of course. Let's take a look at those semi-finals, I believe. Let me just double-check this now. Of course, the winner of 25 was the winner of Group D, which is, what have I done here? Against runner-up of Group A. So we have Trinidad Tobago as match day 25 up against 28. Just want to make sure I got this right. Match day number 28 was the winner of Group B, and that is correct. So these are your semi-finals right here right now. United States taking on Trinidad Tobago, brother. Of course, taking place on the 29th of July. That's right, at the Q2 Stadium out in Austin, or the NRG Stadium out in Houston. They've yet to decide that. Of course, we're still quite a bit of time away from this one. But anyway, of course, the United States up against Trinidad Tobago. Trinidad have come very, very far again from the qualification campaign to compete at this stage is a testament to themselves as well. Beating, of course, lasting longer than the Reggae Boys, lasting longer than Costa Rica. So, of course, credit to where credit is due. But unfortunately, I think this is where their journey ends. Of course, the United States with, of course, home fans and all that kind of stuff. They are a step ahead of the likes of Trinidad and Tobago and the chasing pack. I do expect Trinidad to bow out at this stage, quite at a bit of a wimp and a bit of a falter here. And the United States should go through comfortably 2-0 win to set up a final with either up against Mexico or Canada, of course, both on the border. who will be the more, of course, difficult opposition. Well, again, Mexico coming to this fancy their chances, of course. They are the champions, and they'll fancy their chances to regain their title, as I do expect them to oust Canada quite comfortably 3-1 in the end. Of course, just like Trinidad and Tobago, fair play to Canada for getting this stage, again, being paired in a difficult group at the start alongside the United States and Martinique. But, of course, Mexico too good for them. And realistically, Trinidad, it's actually both Group A's and Group B's both making it to this stage, so testament to both these groups as well. So unlucky Curacao, unlucky El Salvador for being paired off with against the finalists here. And this is your final United States up against Mexico, taking place at the Allegiant Stadium out in Paradise, wherever the heck Paradise is. Where is Paradise? Paradise is in Nevada. Wow, wow, wee wow. Las Vegas, near Las Vegas, baby. Of course, taking place on August the 1st. It is the CONCACAF Gold Final, of course, and I'll be excited, looking forward to it. And this is what we anticipated from the start, from the get-go. When you look at the nations involved, you look at the likes of Mexico and the United States. Realistically, there's only maybe 2 or 3 other teams that could compete. We're talking about Jamaica, we're talking about Costa Rica, we're talking about maybe even Qatar, the dark horse. We don't even know about what sort of a style of football they'll bring to this tournament. So those are the 3 other teams that could compete with these 2. But realistically, when it all boils down to it, home advantage of the United States, and of course the backing or the Mexican invasion, if you like, in the southern part of the United States will be of a major focal point or a vocal point when this final comes around. And I do believe the Mexicans will rise supreme on this one once again and become once again Gold Cup winners. 2-0 win comfortably in the end, and the Mexicans will take home the Gold Cup trophy once again. 2-0 win in the end for Mexico, and they will take home the Gold Cup once again. What do you think about that, boys and girls? Do you agree or disagree with my picks for this season's Summer Spectacular out in the United States? The Gold Cup winners, it's going to be Mexico. I'm calling it right here, right now. I've already called the Euros, I've called the Copa America, and now I've called the Gold Cup. Will any of them come true? Will any of them be nowhere near? Let me know your opinions in the Gold comment section down below. Also, check out the links. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. Make sure you check that bad boy out. I'm also on the Discord. That's wide open. And again, if you want to support the channel in another way, the best place to do it is, of course, the Patreon. Anyway, till then, though, I look forward to this tournament, and hopefully you will do too. We will have, of course, extensive coverage. We'll have previews, predictions, reviews. There'll also be a live prediction league as well, so make sure you check that out as well. The summer is going to be great. There might be no Rovers on the agenda, but guess what? It doesn't really matter. We got this to look forward to and much, much more. Till then, I'm out of here.